What is going on, everybody? My name is General Mittens and welcome back to a very special episode of my Assassin's Creed Unity news, rumours and discussions video series. Now, I'm probably going to have to change the name of this series because Assassin's Creed Rogue has just been announced. Yes, that game that we were talking about, Assassin's Creed Comet, and then I sort of made a video on about Assassin's Creed Rogue, that has been officially announced. I'm sure everyone watching this video has already seen that trailer, but if not, I will link the trailer down below. Also, I will be doing an in-depth analysis of the trailer itself. It's only a minute and a half, so it won't be too long, but I'll combine it in this video with some other news that I'm going to talk about. So, this video is specifically about Assassin's Creed Rogue, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the leak that came out. Now, this leak is basically just screenshots of the trailer. It seems that someone had a private screening, took a few photos with their camera on their phone or, tablet or whatever, and they've posted it online on NeoGAF. Now, it's basically tells the entire trailer, so it sort of gave the trailer away a little bit, but still there's a lot more to the trailer than just the, what we see. Now, as you can see here, the screenshots are just being sort of rolled through, so I won't go into too much detail on those because I will be doing that in the trailer itself. But this was leaked about 12 hours before the trailer was actually posted, and that was what this video was actually meant to be on, was just these screenshots alone. However, then they released the trailer, and I decided to just wait a day and just stockpile all the information. So these screens are, pretty decent quality for what they are, and they sort of gave it away, his costume, what was happening, that kind of thing. But that was just a little leak that happened that basically, I'm fairly certain it pushed them to release the trailer a lot earlier. So now we get onto the trailer. So the trailer will play through until I, need to speak about something, and I'll just pause it. So yeah, let's get started.
Peggy 18.
So here we get a very nice sort of a mid-range shot of the main character. Now, basically all the rumours about this game are completely true. Now, the main character is called Shay Patrick Cormac, and he's basically an assassin turned Templar. So basically his background is that he's basically, a mission's gone wrong, and he turned his back on the assassins, and he said, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. The assassins then proceeded to hunt him down, so then he was like, alright, yep, fine. We'll play your game. So he decided to become a Templar, and now the whole premise of the story is basically, from what we know, is hunting down these assassins. So we get a nice sort of a front-on view of his costume, and it looks very, very heavy and bulky, much like Templar armor in all the previous Assassin's Creed games. Now, there's a shot further on in this trailer that sort of shows his his back end of the costume, and there's a lot of free moving parts. So I expect to see a lot of guns moving around as you're walking, and your clothes sort of moving about naturally, that kind of thing. So it is sort of an eye candy costume, really. Either way, it does look very Templar-like with the, the sort of the big bulkiness to it, as well as a sort of an assassin touch with the hood, which I personally enjoy that. So even though you're playing as a Templar, you still get that slight assassin feel because he's got the hood. Anyway, let's continue on.
I reached the end of the trail. The air is still.
So here we get a nice shot of his sword, and if you look closely beforehand, on his belt buckle, or sort of his chest buckle, I guess, there's a huge Templar logo, as well as on the butt end of his sword here. Now, if you heard his accent just then, you will notice that he's actually Irish, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to play as an Irishman, mainly because of the fight sequences. I can't wait for him to just scream out, "You fucking gobshite!" That's very racist. I'm not going to continue. That's not going to be in the game, but that's just, my little fantasy about this game. But anyway, yeah, we do get a nice shot of his sword and his sort of his gauntlet there, which he's looking very noble.
And I am a hunter. The hunt has led me to the forgotten edges of this world.
So here we see that Shay actually does still use his hidden blade, and I guess why not? Because it's quite a sneaky little piece of equipment that if you are an assassin turned Templar, you'd be an idiot not to use it, because it's such a silent weapon, and it's saved so many assassins' lives. So it makes sense for him to keep it. Whether we'll get the dual hidden blades, I don't know. I still don't even know if we're going to get the dual hidden blades in Assassin's Creed Unity, but at least we do have one.
Seasons pass, drawn me deeper into the darkness.
So here we see that as he's talking about the seasons, as he's walking, you can see that it's sort of a summer grass, and now on this screen here, it's sort of like a red glow, signaling autumn. So this is just my speculation, but if this trailer is true to form for the entire game, it looks like we might actually be getting 4 seasons. Not just summer and winter, we might actually be getting summer, spring, winter, autumn, the whole lot. So that is something that I'm actually really looking forward to, because I've always wanted to have 4 seasons and not just summer and winter.
Where I have found the truth. That my redemption is found in ashes. That I must burn away the past.
So here we see the assassin that he's actually hunting, and from first glance it actually reminded me a lot of Nikolai, just with his hood. I haven't actually read the comic, so I don't know what he looks like completely, but it's very much the classic assassin look. Very plain white robes with the red sash, sort of a throwback to Assassin's Creed 1.
To set things right.
So as you can see here, Shay actually took his hood down, so it looks like we'll be getting that hood gameplay sort of addition like we did in Assassin's Creed 4, where if you're in a neutral zone, then you'll take your hood down, so sort of like your hideout or your ship. This is another ship combat game as well, naval combat even, so I will be making a video on that later on when we get more information, but anyway, you can also see that he has a ponytail, just like every other historical assassin we played as, so he's in with the group there. Now this screen is very, very important. It shows that, yes, we will be having our own ship, as you can see there in the left corner. And it also shows that we'll be playing way up north in the Arctic region. As you can see here, it's absolutely blistering cold. We've had the winter in Assassin's Creed 3, but that's been sort of an American winter. It hasn't been a full-blown, frozen Canada, Finland crap, So it looks like we will be playing around with a lot of icebergs and that kind of thing, which could play into the whole natural disasters system that we had for naval combat. Much like how cyclones were, and rough winds and all that were sort of natural disaster elements in Assassin's Creed 4.
Once an assassin, now their pursuer. I must destroy those who I once called brother.
So as you can see here, there is a lot of frost around Shay and the assassins, so it does sort of make it seem a lot more colder, but as you can also see, he's got a lot of guns on him as well as a musket, so it looks like for the first time we'll be able to equip a musket and we'll actually be able to carry it around instead of having to pick it up off guards, which could play into some interesting gunplay mechanics. Hopefully they've updated those to suit the musket. Apparently this musket can do short and long range, so again, that sort of makes you think that they've added some more gunplay mechanics.
The air is still, and I am a hunter.
Now if you notice just there, he was shaking the tiniest bit at the end, whether that mean that it's really cold, or if there's some psychological thing that's making him sort of not want to do it. That could give some hints to the story, and maybe, throughout the story he's questioning his acts, and maybe he's, maybe he's hunting down assassins that he once called brother, that kind of thing. So that's just a little thing that I picked up that I don't know if anyone else has picked up. That might just be me being stupid and thinking that he's shaking. But either way, we get a nice little title screen here, and then there's like a bunch of pre-order bonuses at the end. But what's also kind of interesting is that it's only coming out on PS3 and Xbox 360. There is no PC release whatsoever. I'm personally fine with that, because I don't want to have to buy 2 Assassin's Creeds a year. I'm fine with waiting a bit, having them do a HD remaster and putting that on the next-gen consoles and the PC. But either way, it is only coming out on PS3 and 360. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed watching this very special episode of my news, rumours and discussions video series. If you liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more, definitely hit the subscribe button because I will be uploading weekly. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is General Mittens, and I'll see you in the next episode.